serving and empowering nurses. This is Nurse Connect with Kristine.
Hello, podcast family, especially for our nurses out there listening and watching us today. And we've got the beautiful Hayla. Hi, Hayla.
Hello, hi, Kristine.
Oh, Hayla, thank you so much. Hayla's from Brazil, which I'm gonna introduce you guys soon. So wait a minute, right? And we're so happy for you guys to be here today, nurses, because I know this podcast is gonna inspire you and it's gonna guide you towards achieving your dreams to becoming a registered nurse in Australia. Okay, and Happy New Year, by the way. This is gonna be our first podcast of the year, and aren't we special? We've got a very special guest today. All right, so her name is Hayla Sylvia. Hayla, by the way, it has done only the online OSCE review at AuRNpathway. Okay, and so we have a lot of nurses that have passed through our online portal, by the way, just by accessing the online portal review, and that this is a true testament of how our curriculum at AuRNpathway can definitely help you with your journey just by accessing our portal. We do have recently, by the way, 7 online OSCE takers, and we're proud to say they got 100% passing, right? And then Karen, who got perfect score, and now we've got Hayla, who got 8 out of 10. What an amazing achievement, Hayla.
Yeah, was.
And say hi to our nurses there, Hayla.
Hello, everyone.
So here's Hayla today. I'm so proud of you, Hayla, by the way. You have been an RN for 15 years and in an ED department in ICU. And I didn't know this about you, right? And I'm so proud of you because you are an advanced care life support trainer instructor as well for American Heart Association.
Yeah.
What an amazing achievement is that one. And currently, nurses, Hayla works at a big hospital in Perth, right? And so if ever you're in Sydney, Hayla, I haven't met Hayla, by the way, so please drop by, and I'm very happy to meet you and spend time with you, right? I'm sure we're gonna have both fun together. So I hope that this particular interview will give valuable insight to all our nurses, and Hayla inspiring us today with her story. So Hayla, is there anything first of all you wanted to say to our nurses?
Oh, it's really good to be here, Kristine. Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm really happy to be here. I think the best thing to tell all the nurses, it's possible. When I started studying, I thought that would be impossible pass, and when we see that's totally possible, it's amazing. It's amazing be a registered nurse here in Australia, and I'm so happy.
Wow, I can just imagine because I was the same as you, Hayla. To get that registration in Australia is such a big achievement because we know that there's going to be a greater future here in Australia. So, your journey to becoming a registered nurse in Australia, Hayla, tell us a little about, something about yourself on your nursing journey here in Australia, and what motivated you to pursue your registration in Australia.
As you have told, I've been registered nurse since 2010 back in Brazil. I specialize in ICU and ED and have other kind of roles as well as a nursing coordinator doing in a trauma hospital in Brazil, and as a ACLS instructors as well. In 2019, I came to Australia to visit my brother, and he tried to convince me to come to Australia and live here, and I'm here since 2023. So I came to Australia 2.5 years ago when the borders opened after the pandemic. I came straight away. Then, of course, as I love being a nurse, love being a nurse in Brazil. I need to keep going here. So I try, study again, and get my registration here. And now I'm a registered nurse here in Australia.
Amazing. So it was your brother.
Yeah,
Right?
all his fault.
And can I just say, Hayla, you're such a goal-getter because 2023 and it's only 2025, you got your registration already,
It's,
right? That's crazy. So I commend you for that. That's a big step for you, I know, but you made it, right?
Yay.
Yeah. And so, tell us about how did you come across AuRNpathway, and what made you decide to enroll in our OSCE review?
We have a WhatsApp group from a lot of Brazilians who lives here in Australia.
Mm.
I started before I did a URN pathway. I started another prep course, and I was so unwell about that. I
Mm.
couldn't feel like confident enough to do my OSCE. And then one of my colleagues told me, "Oh, Ayla, I'm doing a URN pathway and it's amazing. I'm so confident now." She passed as well, Anna, and she told me, "Do that." And in that day, I enrolled in a URN pathway and was the best choice in my life for sure.
Oh, thanks, Hayla. Actually, recently, Hayla, we have a surge of enrollments, right? And some actually paying twice. So they paid 2,500 in another review center, and they paid us again, just because they're not happy with the curriculum, that they have started. So I'm very proud of that because that's what we care for so much. And this year also, I'm working hard, to really get the ball rolling for the nurses. We also gonna have like a crazy idea of like a subscription per video, so things like that. Like, it's all exciting what's happening, and we're gonna always wanted to be on top of the game. But thank you so much for sharing that, Ahela. That was very flattering to hear. And what was with the OSCE experience that you have, Hela? I'm sure everyone's on the same boat, right? What was your biggest concern about the OSCE before you started your preparation?
I think before I start my preparation was the OSCE methodology. I couldn't be so sure how they would assess me, and I heard a lot of histories that I failed 1, 2, 3, 4 times on the OSCE,
Mm.
and this was really freaking me out.
Yeah.
Uh, After I start with RURN pathway, this methodology was so easy. You teach so well, Kristine. Thank you very much one more time for that. You
Yeah.
show all the stations for us so clear and so easy. Make so easy. It's amazing. But I am registered nurse since 2010. So
Oh,
I think when we go to do a test,
yeah.
it's really hard. We think that there is someone assessing you, analyzing you all the time. So this is the most like fear
Yeah.
that we have. We are registered nurses. We know that we know what we need to do,
Yeah.
but it's hard in the same way. There is someone assessing you. You are so experienced, and then someone is assessing you as a graduate entry level. So this is the most difficult thing after the methodology and all these things.
Yeah, yeah. I can just imagine the way Australian healthcare standard is, right? It's very different in any other countries, of course. Can you tell the nurses, Ahela, what other strategies or tools, any specific strategies or tools that stood out for you when you were preparing for your review?
I watch all your videos on the platform, so I attend all in the Zoom meetings. Uh, I write down all the step by step that you tell in the class. So I was, hello, my name is Ayla, I'm the registered nurse uh, the, for whole stations.
Yeah.
I make some videos, so recording me how I was doing the all stations, and send them to my friends who was studying together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I use my partner as a guinea pig,
Oh,
and I practice a lot. So every task will need to become mechanical because we have like a short time to complete everything. So it's really hard. So I need to make these all mechanical tasks.
Yes. I love that tips, by the way, Hela. So I hope you nurses, you can always play this back, by the way. And she said, use your partner, right, as a patient, or a collaborative partner to practice your OSCE. And also, I love it that you do have to take down notes, right? Relearn and practice. I always say this with our nurses, because as an educator here in Australia, I always tell the nurses also when I do lectures, right, that if you're just going to listen, it's only like 10% retention, right? And that's why I always encourage also the nurses to really write it down concisely and pretty much practice. And that's why now, Hela, I encourage nurses to really practice early, right? Because nothing like practice, isn't it?
It's true.
So let's talk about now the success tips for OSCE takers. Okay, I'm sure everyone's listening attentively now, the nurses. Can you share some 2 to 3 tips for nurses that are currently preparing for the OSCE, and what should they focus on the most?
I will repeat myself. So it's practice, practice, and more practice. All the actions need to become mechanical.
Yeah.
Simple tasks like drawing up medications, setting up IV lines, and at least hand hygiene should be practiced daily. I went to sleep with all the dialogues in my head and practice hand hygiene, for example. Oh, hello, my name is Ayla. I'm the registered nurse. How are you today? How are your name? Oh, are you Jennifer? Really? So I practice all the time, and this is become mechanical. So it's easy in this way.
Yes, I love that, Hela, because practicing a lot, it becomes second nature to you, right? So you're not pretty much thinking about like the steps anymore. You're just there to really genuinely care for the patient. Because I believe, nurses, for you out there, the more you practice, the more it becomes second nature, and then the focus is now on the patient care, right? So yeah, thank you so much, Hela, for that. And also, Hela, how important is practice and time management when preparing for your OSCE stations, especially you, Hela? I know everyone can relate here. You still work, on your job when you were preparing your OSCE preparation, right?
Yeah, time management it's crucial to prepare for the OSCE and during the OSCE scenarios. We need to think that we have only 8 minutes to do the whole task, and these 8 minutes need to be all the tasks done. So all the actions need to become mechanical as well. So if you will do a vital signs, you need to do all the vital signs, and these need to be mechanical. When we work in a hospital, for example, you have the whole time in the world to assess a patient.
Yeah.
In OSCE, you have only 8 minutes to show all you have, and you don't have time to waste. You don't have time to think.
Yeah.
So you need to do whatever needs to be done. So this is hard. When I got my first station, I think this is important to tell. When I went to the OSCE, I have my first station, and my first station was vital signs. And I was so happy because I thought, oh my God, I training a lot so I will got this station. Then I come in the room and my thermometer was not working.
Yeah.
So this was
I'm telling
terrible.
you guys, there's gonna be things, right? That's why I always tell the nurses, Hela, to 8 minutes feels like few seconds.
It's true. It's true.
True, right? Yeah. And how about the way you prepare for your OSCE, Hela? How did you manage that? Like with your, I'm sure you work not full time, maybe part time back then. How did you manage that? Like how many days do you review, and how many days do you access the portal?
I assess every single day, Kristine, and we I assess the meetings every single day. I have all transcripts as I told you. I try record station every single day.
Wow.
And we have a group of friends who was doing the OSCE in the same period.
Yeah.
And we try like log in and do meetings with each other. We try like correct, oh no, this is not correct, I think you need to do in this way, and then we do feedback for each other. So this is really good as well, because you have, for example, I'm from Brazil, and sometimes the English is difficult for us, try to understand how we can tell this or the other thing. It's difficult, so someone can help you in that as well. So
Yeah.
I print all your forms, I study with all your forms, I read all the material, and I try practice every single day, record every single day. It becomes better every single day.
Wow. You know what I find, Hela, because there are like more than 1,000 nurses that came from AuRNpathway. What I've come across with the perfect score, 10 out of 10 passers, they practice every single day, access and watch the portal every single day, and then do like a 10 stations every day. So, guys, nurses, I hope you guys are listening. Practice is very important, attentively, and at the same time, really, really focus, right? And also, Hela, I always say this to the nurses, right? And I'm very particular with this positive mindset, right? Because that will come in your confidence. When you're positive, you somehow, confidence, right? How did this play a role in your success?
Oh, it's very important, Christine. As I told, I when I finish my first station, I have sure that I fail in that station, and then when I leave that station, I was, oh my God, I will not pass in the OSCE. And then I thought, no, you have one station done, you have more 9 to do. And I remember every single day that you told this to us. So you are a red registered nurse, so you know what you need to be done. You know how to do. We only need to like relax. I count to 10, and then I breathe in and out, and I was prepared for the next one. We need to control our mindset all the time.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing during the test.
Yeah, very, very important, Hayla. And the other big tip that for you guys nurses, always sit up straight, breathe in and breathe out, like Hayla said, right? And always what's going on in your mind is that, let me grab that future. You know what I mean? You have to have that like kind of mentality that whatever happens, I've got this, right?
Me too.
Yeah. And so, was there a memorable or funny moment during your OSCE preparation or exam day, Hela? Something that, really stood out to you that you
Yeah.
can share?
There was. I was very, very anxious before I start my OSCE. And the guys in there told, oh, if everyone would like to go to the toilet, you can go. Then I went to the toilet. And when I went to the toilet, there was like three other girls in there. And there was practice, like telling scenarios and talking. And then suddenly one of them told, Jennifer. And then when they told Jennifer, I was, oh my God, you did a AuRNpathway with Kristine. Really? And then it was so funny because everyone laughed at the beginning, and everyone like, oh, good luck, we will get that. And it was so nice because we don't know each other.
Yeah.
But I think when we do like the SAM preparation course, we feel like family.
Yeah, you can
So
relate.
it was so good. I feel so relieved when I heard like someone, oh, you study in the same place as me. So it was amazing. It was really nice. It was really nice and funny as well.
Yeah, I can just imagine. And it kind of break up the anxiousness also, right?
Me too.
Because you're all on the same boat, you're wanting to get your future in Australia, and so you feel like, oh, this is it, and then get to see, people doing that. So I hope that kind of relieve the tension.
A lot, Christine, a lot.
That's good. This is gonna be a bit funny, but if you could give your OSCE journey a theme song, so I'm not sure if you prepared for this, right? What would it be?
I asked for my friends about that as well because we
Yeah.
study like together and we have talk about that. And I think we are the champion with our song.
Oh, so
Yeah, because
good.
we are. Yeah,
I love
it's possible.
I love that, Hela. That is so good, actually. Um, yes. So let's talk about now. You passed your OSCE, and such a big achievement. And for those of you nurses that are still on the way to getting your registration, whether you enroll at AuRNpathway or not, I do wish you all the best, because this is like a great future you're stepping in. I can really attest to that, and Hela. And so, how has life changed for you, Hela, after becoming a registered nurse in Australia? Let's try and, inspire the nurses, and what opportunities have opened up for you.
I always work in ED and ICU in Brazil. And when I came to Australia, I started working as a pathology collector.
Mm,
It's amazing job to do, but I was like only doing a mechanical things like tasks, and I wasn't doing my critical thinking that I love to. And when I finish the OSCE, I pass, I send to APRA all the documents, finish my registration. Um, I think in 2 months I got my job. So now I'm working in one big hospital here in Perth. I am working ED that I love.
wow.
Uh, I am already a registered nurse year 8 here. That's the high level as a registered nurse. Then you have a clinical nurse, but as a registered nurse, I'm already year 8. So it's amazing. You can do what you do the best. So I love being a nurse. I love help people, and I think that's what we do every single day.
So good, Hela. And I hope nurses that inspires you. It is possible. Hela currently is living her dream, and I know there's gonna be more to this, right? I can just imagine the patients, the Australian community that are very happy to be looked after by you, Hela, right? And also, Hela, thank you so much for sharing that. I love that. And what advice would you give to other overseas nurses dreaming of starting their careers here? Talk to the nurses that are still on the process, Hela.
I know that the whole process it's really overwhelming.
Mm,
I think we sometimes we think, oh no, it's not possible, but it is. We have in my process was the OBA process B that I need to do the NCLEX plus OSCE,
yeah.
study, study and believe that's possible. All my friends who study from AuRNpathway pass. So I tell every single one who is doing, we'll do OSCE ILA, where I need to study. Go to AuRNpathway. It's the best choice that we can have. And it's all possible, guys. It's all possible. If I could get, you can get as well. For sure. For sure.
Thank you so much, Hela. And I heard nurses that encourage you to really work on that registration, because it's a very different level working here in Australia. By the way, the living condition and the pay and the work, as well. It's kind of like a really good work-life balance, right? So for those of you, again, Hela and myself, being a registered nurse here in Australia as well. It's such an amazing opportunity. So whatever hurdles it is that you're going through at this moment, look, message me. We're here to help. Okay. And so, one last question, Hela. How did the support from AuRNpathway team make a difference in your preparation? By the way, Hela, you know what I find with with the nurses enrolling with us at the moment is because they keep saying, "Oh, we enroll in your OSCE review," only because there's always someone replying, and there's always someone messaging back. How did that help you, Hela?
All your team is really supportive, Kristine. I send a lot of message for you asking about stations and how can I do that? I can do this way and that way.
Yeah.
You always answer me. Always. Doesn't matter the time, doesn't matter the day. I always have one answer. So this is really important for us. We are preparing. We are really like anxious about the whole process, and your team, it's all like there to support us, to carry us all the time. So this is really, really important and for sure make all the difference in the whole process.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Hela. And look, there are a lot of like other companies saying, "Oh, why is she even like messaging?" I'm so hands-on with my nurses, Hela. I've looked after nursing students in the universities, also doing diploma nursing. That's what they find about me. Like I do co-own the company, but that doesn't put a barrier to actually speak to these nurses, right? Because I believe that that's my passion and I'm there to help. Whatever answer, I'm very happy to help, right? And so whatever questions, and that's what they find, the nurses enrolls with us. We're very there, we're always there and here to really support them, because we're so focused on helping them pass, not just getting the money, right? And so again, Hela, thank you so much for your time
Mm.
today. Hela is just such a sweet nurse and kind nurse. I'm so like your patients are all lucky. Can I just say, right? And as soon as Hela passed, she sent that sweet message. Hela, I commend you for that character, by the way. And I was listening to the podcast actually yesterday. Can I just quickly share this to everyone in you, Hela? That just by being grateful as a person, right? Research shows these are the person that get ahead in life. So being grateful is an important character to have, and that's one of you, Hela. So thank you so much for your valuable time today. Hela just finished work in an emergency department, guys. So I do hope that you appreciate her time. Say thank you. And and to all our aspiring nurses out there, remember that with the right guidance, preparation, and mindset, you can definitely achieve your goals like Hela, right? And if you're ready to take the next step, nurses, check out our OSCE review program at AuRNpathway. .com. Exciting news. We're working hard to launch our OSCE midwife review as well. And let's get you started to your journey to being successful as a registered nurse in Australia. And I'm Kristine. Thank you so much again, Hyla. We are here to empower and serve the nurses. And so, guys, don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to send us a message. And again, thank you so much, Hayla. I can't say thank you enough, right? And
Thank you
again,
so much.
viewers, nurses, we're here to help you and see you in our next episode. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye.